First, we're going over this comment. I believe evolution is a lie, right? This guy's saying, so is the ball Earth. I'm in favour of God's creation, not man's lies and imitations like evolution of life, and which I strongly hate. Evolution's a lie. A flat Earth is also a lie, right? Have a look at Brian's video, right?
Hi everybody, real quick video here, just asking for prayer for
Snow?
tomorrow. We
Snow
have an
in
appointment
Maine.
to go look at a place that could possibly be a location where we could relocate the ministry to. It's kind of a funny thing because a lot of people attack me. They say you don't have a church. Well, this place is on Church Street. That's right. And it gets even better. The family that owns it, you're not going to believe it, their last name is, you ready? Anderson. So if we would get the place, it would be the Anderson House on Church Street, which would be really funny. It's an old place, I think built in 1920, and it's in as-is condition. So basically, if none of the basement walls are caving in and the roof line's nice, you know, you look for up here because we get so much snow and everything else. I mean, I'll spin around here a little bit. You can see we have a lot of snow right now. It was 25 below zero this morning, right. Fahrenheit.
See all the snow? See all the snow, right? In Maine, right? Now we go to day and night map, right? See how you have 24-hour daylight Antarctica and North Pole, the Arctic, most of the Arctic 24-hour darkness, right? I'm going to do a little bit of commentary. Not for the full 56 minutes, but a small part. And this guy he's wrong. The Earth is as close to a sphere as possible. A globe is. The facts are in December, right, and January, the whole South Pole has 24-hour daylight, and the North Pole has 24-hour circle flat Earth map a day, right? Let's hear what he says.
It's been a long time coming. I've been meaning to do this for a long time, just never really got around to it. In this world, so you just studied it for years, read a couple books.
Just trying to get to the...
And so therefore people have more technology, how the Lord actually made the earth and what it actually... And we've been raised up to believe
of the Bible to be...
But,
trying to find...
on the earth. We're going to be talking about all that. What?
And that's not accurate. Right. Here's flat Earth map round one there. Right? Now he's got Antarctica, the whole of Antarctica, all on the outside. Right? If that's the case, on a flat Earth with the shape of the sun, then how it doesn't, on a flat Earth, it doesn't work out that they have currently 24-hour daylight a day in December and January, right? And the North Pole, right, has 24-hour a day darkness, right? It doesn't work on this map, on a flat, right? Yes, God did create the earth, right? Yes, he did create everything. Of course he did, right? But he certainly, see, the truth makes sense. And on a flat earth as well, where does all the water go? Right? See, Antarctic's not all around the earth, on the outside of the earth. Right? That's the deceiving. Right? This is a flat day and night map. But you can see the shape of the shadow, darkness and light. So it only works on a sphere, Earth. How do seasons work? The other day, of course, the Earth it doesn't. The 4 seasons don't work on a flat Earth model. They're lying. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's deceptive. I'm just trying to find another.
The Earth has seasons because its axis of rotation is tilted, a property it shares in common with some other planets in the solar system. It's tilted by an angle of 23.5 degrees to a line perpendicular to its orbital plane, shown here in green. Incidentally, the Earth shares this orbital plane with all the other planets in the solar system. From Earth, we see this plane as an imaginary line that all the planets and the Sun seem to follow through the sky. We call this line the ecliptic.
Right.
Here we see the Earth on the 22nd of September, the autumn equinox, when the northern part of its axis is not pointing towards or away from the Sun, and day and night are exactly the same length. Next is the winter solstice, when the northern hemisphere is pointing away from the Sun. Following on is the spring.
See, on a flat Earth, the seasons don't work.
Equinox, when day and night are equal lengths again.
This does work.
Then we move to the summer solstice, the longest day in the northern hemisphere and the shortest in the southern hemisphere.
That's how the day and
finally,
night.
we're back to the autumn equinox again.
It
the
makes
word equinox.
Sense. The flat Earth model doesn't. This is the video it's a further 9 odd minutes. Now, God created all this, and there's no doubts about it.
A year on Earth is measured by one complete trip around the Sun.
The Earth is certainly not
Seems
flat.
simple enough, but there is a problem. The Earth doesn't travel in a path around the Sun that returns to its starting point. So how do we know when a year starts or ends? Well, one way, called a sidereal year, measures our orbit against the distant stars. As viewed from the Earth, our orbit causes the Sun to appear to move through the constellations of the zodiac on a path called the ecliptic. And when the Sun returns to its starting point, a sidereal year has passed. This motion is difficult to observe directly because the stars cannot be seen when the Sun is in the sky. However, if you look at the sky before each dawn, the annual motion is very noticeable. The last stars seen to rise are not always the same, and within a week or two, an upward shift can be noted. As an example, in July in the northern hemisphere, Orion cannot be seen in the dawn sky, but in August it becomes easily visible. Measuring a year this way gives a period that is 365 days, 6 hours, 9 minutes, and 10 seconds long.
Right.
Another possibility is to measure the year against the passing of the seasons. Because of the tilt of the Earth on its axis, the position of the Sun in the sky changes from day to day throughout the year. If we were to take a picture of the Sun at noon regularly throughout the year, we would see the Sun moving on this path called an analemma. On the days in its orbit when the Earth is at a maximum tilt towards or away from the Sun, the length of the daylight is at a maximum or a minimum.
December,
These days are called solstices,
March,
and the Sun will be at the top left or bottom right of the analemma. On the days when the Earth's tilt is perfectly sideways to the Sun, the day and night are equal in length. These are the equinoxes, and the Sun will be at this crossover position in the analemma. When the Sun goes from one vernal equinox to the next, a tropical year has passed. Measuring this way gives a year that is 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 46 seconds long. The length of a year on Earth is affected by several gradual and cyclical changes in its orbit and its tilt. First, there is the precession of the Earth's axis. Over a period of about 26,000 years,
I still believe in a young Earth. God created all things. I do believe. I don't believe in a flat Earth. I'm sorry about that. Okay, thank you.